Oh my goodness, I feel amazing. I stayed up late last night and I'd had a great session. I had a great session, creative. I was pushing shit out and researching and ideas was flowing and all the things. And I just felt so great. And now here I am in my office and I'm looking up at my vision board and my goodness. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to open them and whatever words I find, I'm going to do 3 words and then I'm going to do it again and I'll do 7 because those are my numbers, baby. Let's see. Right is the first word. Queen, give. Okay. Yes. I'm excited because last night when I stayed my little ass up too late behind, I was up to 3, baby. But when I stayed up late, I was able to come up with some ideas. And so I started that podcast, the one we're talking about right now, the one I'm on right now, the journal podcast. I started that. And then I decided to go ahead and go a step further and start a podcast where I read my poetry. And so when I seen this word right, that spoke to me because baby, I got poetry. I got words in my belly. I have a message for everyone. And so I'm stepping into my megaphone. Yes, I am a megaphone. Yes. I have a message to speak to my over 22K followers across the board. Yes, I do. I have a message to speak. I have an impact to make. And I have a community that's also going to make an impact on me. It's a mutual thing. We are growing together and loving on one another. Queen was the second word that I seen. And my goodness, I really feel like, growing up, I used to call myself a queen. And that was our thing. I even had like my clothing brand when I first started, it was Queen Turner. And that was my thing. Queen Turner. I was a queen, but I didn't believe it. I didn't believe I was a queen. I didn't feel it in my spirit. I knew I was a queen because I knew the other Black women in my life were queens. I knew the other women that I loved were queens. I had everyone labeled in my phone as queen or king, but I didn't believe I was a queen. Last year was so phenomenal for me because I stepped into my role as queen, as goddess, as Deshae fucking Carter. And it amazes me because my goodness, the name, there's so much power in that name. I have had 3 last names in my lifetime, and this last name is the one that fits. It's the one that fits because, for so many reasons, no matter what ups and downs I had with this man, it is probably the most loved I felt, the most protected I felt. And not only that, this was the relationship that brought me my children. This is a last name that I share with my children. Oh, this is the family name that I will pass on. This is the name that means the most to me. And I'm just, wow, I'm excited. The last word that popped up was give. And I'm learning how to give to myself. Because I give myself love. I give myself grace from time to time. I give myself those things, but I fell out of giving myself self-care. I fell out of loving myself in the other love languages. So I give myself words of affirmation is always going to happen, baby. But occasionally I get physical touch. Occasionally I get acts of service. Occasionally I get gifts, and so I'm learning how to give myself all the 5 love languages and any other languages I can find, baby. Because I deserve it. Because I set the tone. I set the tone for how other people are going to treat me. I set the tone for how I'm going to allow to be treated. I am the one who declares what I'm worthy of. And if I don't treat myself in this way, I'm going to allow some sucky ass treatment from some other people. I am. Because, for a while I've been going around treating myself as I'm less than, seeking validation from men, seeking comfort from men, seeking protection and nurturing from men, because I did not receive that shit. I didn't receive it. And I know that I'm capable of giving it to myself, but for some reason that wasn't enough. And I didn't know why it wasn't enough, because honey, it's been enough in every other aspect of my life. My love for myself, my confidence in myself, my words of affirmation, it has been enough for me in every aspect of my life. But why not this aspect? And I had to learn that. I had to learn that it was because I was seeking that. I was seeking that which I did not get as a child. And so now here I am. Here I am as a queen, ready to give myself every fucking desire of my fucking heart, ready to give myself all the love, attention, and validation that I fucking deserve, ready to give myself my dreams, my goals, ready to give myself love and desire, ready to give myself power, ready to give myself true romance, ready to give myself every title that I fucking want. Every fucking title is mine. It's mine. I'm looking at this board and it says iconic. Someone handed me that. We were making vision boards at my birthday party and someone handed me that. And that meant so much to me. Iconic. Iconic. Hollywood bound. Honey. Making connections. Connect was the next word that I seen next to Hollywood bound. Elevating love. Making art in the studio. Wow. I love looking at my vision board. At first, at the end of November, towards the beginning of December, sitting in my office was intense because my goals are so big and there was so much pressure sitting in this room looking at this big ass board. But right now, as I sit and I look at it, it's energizing me. I feel so energized. I feel so happy and elated, and oh my goodness. My goodness. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to do it again. And we're going to do seven this time. 7 words that we find. Ooh, yes. This is going to be an amazing year. Year 31, year 2025, unleashed and elevated, unleashed and elevated, unleashed and elevated. It's going to take sitting in this moment, sitting in these times, having these conversations for your year to be unleashed and elevated. It's not going to be unleashed and elevated unless you do these things. It's uncomfortable. Yes. The pressure is uncomfortable. Yes. Pressure is not going to be comfortable. For you to reach these goals, it's not going to be comfortable. There's going to be some conversations you're going to have with some people that don't want to hear what the fuck you're saying, but they need to hear because that's your job. Honesty is your job. Speaking truth is your job. Speaking life into people, giving people the vision that you see is your job. There are going to be some uncomfortable conversations. There are going to be some actions that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move beyond your comfort zone. And I mean beyond. I mean out of space, baby. Out there with Pluto. My goodness. So we're going to do it again. 7 words. Let's see. I see kids. I see power. That's 2. I see stand up. Woo, child. Take action. That's 4. Bold. Standard. That's 5. Resilience is 6. Phoenix is 7. So Phoenix, my goodness. Phoenix is powerful because Phoenix is, they rise from the ashes, right? They have that resilience. And they have all these lessons and they go through these things and then they burn down and they are reborn into something more magical and mystical and creative. And I want you to be as mystical as fucking possible. Your mystique with your honesty and your sensuality is so fucking powerful. Power was the other word that I seen. It's so powerful, and it will move you into taking action and being the bold standard. Those were the other two words, right? So now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. We have the other two. Stand up. And so when you walk into this mindset of being a phoenix, of taking all of your special qualities and marrying them together, because they are you, they're all you, and being this phoenix, mysterious, mystique, majestic, bold standard, taking action with your resilience, standing up and speaking with the power that you have. You will change your life, not only for you, but for your kids. That was the first word that we seen. You are going to do phenomenal things. You are going to do wonderful things. You are already doing them. You are already doing them. And you have opportunities at your doorstep, and they are knocking. And so you have to have this energy to tap into them. You do. You have to have this energy to tap into them. You have to bring this creativity, bring this energy, bring this love, this self-love, this creativity, this sensual, I was reading this book and it was talking about self-lust, self-love, self-care, self-acceptance. These are all powerful words that are going to help you to stand up and take action, that are going to allow you to stand up and be the bold standard, that are going to allow you to continue to be the phoenix. Because I'm telling you right now, with your level of intelligence, and when I say intelligence, I mean intellectually, I mean emotionally, I mean psychologically, I mean physically, I mean with your level of self-intellect, knowing about yourself, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, knowing when you're utilizing something as a weakness, when it is a strength, right? When you're using one of your tools improperly, and so now it's a weakness. Because of this, you are going to be a phoenix. You are going to be seasonal. There's going to be a lot of seasonal people in your life. There's going to be a lot of people who are just there for you to plant a seed. There are going to be people there who already have the seed planted, but you're just there to sprinkle a little water on them, baby. Maybe you're just there to apply some heat so that water and that seed can start, that moisture can grow and they can start to grow and develop. Maybe that's what you're there for. So some people are going to catch that heat. Some people are going to get a nice seed planted. Some people are going to get watered. Okay. And that means you are going to be, because the thing is, when that happens, you also learn and grow yourself individually. And so you are going to be a phoenix rising consistently. And that means you are going to learn to welcome the storms of life. You are going to welcome grief. You are going to welcome loss as a way of getting you closer to yourself, to success for you and your family, you and your kids, closer to your community, closer to the people who are actually rocking with you, closer to the people who are going to be lasting, because lasting is what we want. We want lasting, healthy relationships. And so when I say I'm energized, when I say I'm on fire, I mean that shit. I mean that shit with everything inside of me. I am on fire. I'm excited. The word that just caught my eye was podcast. Podcast. The loudest voice is right underneath podcast. My goodness. On that side of the vision board, there's also going places, and there's Los Angeles written there and New York. And I'm excited. Next level travel. Yes. What's funny is I'm looking, there's a Spotify. I realized that I've been saying that wrong. Anyways, I don't give a fuck. Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Spotify. I have a Spotify logo on here with the little word vibrations. And last night I stayed up late to just get myself on Spotify. I'm so happy with this progress, with this growth, with this energy. And this came from me taking my time and taking time to hang out with the kids and play with the kids and play fight with the kids and eat and take care of myself, but also getting my art done, but also watching my show, but also doing all the things. So this is awesome. I'm excited for today. I'm going to listen to the audios that I recorded earlier because my to-do list is on there. I had gotten some ideas in the shower. My goodness. I love it when I get ideas in the shower, but I kind of hate it because I have to pause my music to write them down or whatever. But I got some ideas and I want to run with them, so I need to write them down. But man, peace of mind just caught my eye. Peace of mind, transformation, into the wild, demi celebrities. My goodness. I'm excited to watch all this come to pass. I'm excited to grow and learn. I'm excited for every fucking lesson that's going to come my way because, baby, to get to the top, there's going to be bump roads and twists and turns. And that made me think of my impression. But anyways, I'm excited. I really do need to spend some more time in this room because like my energy was already high, but now it's like 1,000. I just want to create. I want to create. I have some, I drew these versions of myself that I'm obsessed with. My goodness. I'm excited. This is the space for me. I do need to organize some things, but I also like the disorganization in here because it's just my creative space. Ooh. Yes. I love you so much. And you're so wonderful. And you're so powerful. And you're so majestic. And my goodness, you are kind and loving and nurturing and comforting and funny and smart. And I love you so much because the thing is, life dealt you a hand. And you decided to do whatever the fuck you wanted with it. Instead of allowing yourself become this cold-hearted, closed-off person, you've allowed yourself to become open and vibrant, so fucking vibrant and so loving and nurturing and kind and comforting. You've allowed yourself to utilize every fucking trauma that you have, every mental illness that has came your way because of your trauma, every disappointment, every hurt. You have allowed that to soften your heart, to make you sensitive, to make you feel, to make you understand emotions like no other, to make you understand the way a person's vibe is changing, the way a person's mood is, to help you to see exactly how they feel and to speak directly to it. You have utilized your pain and suffering and you have made it into a strength. You have made it into love, unconditional love. Wow, you're amazing. You are so amazing. Ooh, you are so amazing and I love you so much and I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking your power back. I'm proud of you for realizing that you don't have to fucking shrink for nobody. And that if they don't accept you for who you are, they are not for you. And that some people are not for you to begin with. It's just there. You're just there to make an impact in their life. It's not about them making an impact in yours. You are there to speak life and to elevate them. And in return, you elevate yourself by taking those steps, by taking those leaps, by walking in your purpose. They were never meant to build a connection with you. They were never meant to be in your life for a lasting lifetime. That is not their place. That is not the season that they are in. I just seen water. Wow. Water is a powerful one. There is a lot said about water when it comes to a Scorpio, and I'm still learning about it, but it's powerful. My goodness. So much power comes out of you, and you have only scratched the surface. Isn't that crazy? You've only scratched the surface. This was from a year of you first. You know, you went through the 3 years of you finding this part of you, but in year 2024, you found acceptance like no other. And you began to accept the darker things. Before you were scratching the surface with acceptance, but you have begun to accept the darker parts of you. The parts of you that you no longer even see as dark because, baby, you do your thing, okay? And so, wow, that was from a year of doing that, weeks at a time, you know, and so I'm just like, fuck, and we keep going. Keep loving you, keep appreciating you, keep pouring into you. More than words, baby, though. More than words of affirmation. I need you to give yourself some physical touch. Give yourself some gifts. And when I say give yourself some gifts, they could be monetary. You know, you can allow yourself to splurge on yourself is what I mean, because you don't do that. Okay. Allow yourself to go on a date. Allow yourself to take a special class. You know what I mean? I really feel like doing most of your networking online, and then when you pay to go somewhere you want to go for you. Take a class, you know, a nutrition class, a herbal class, a pottery class, a art class. Take a class, damn it. Take a class. Do something for you. Do things for you, because that's only going to elevate your art. That's only going to elevate your creativity that much more. That's going to elevate your connections with people, because you're already well-rounded and very understanding of different people. Again, like I said, that's because of your trauma and all the things you've been through, and your level of observation and knowledge connects some shit for you. But the more you get out there and gain knowledge in other areas, it's just going to marry and marinate with the other forms of knowledge, you know, and it's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. The other thing is you're going to be able to help more people. Because of the knowledge that you have, you're going to be able to help more people. You are going to be able to help more people in your subscription base, on your podcast, in your day-to-day. When you meet people, you're going to be more aware of things because you're going to be more well-rounded. You're going to be more aware of what's going on in the world, what's going on in psychology, what's going on with emotional things and communication and relationships and all the things. You're going to be more aware. Your awareness is going to be heightened times 1,000. And so that means you're going to be more useful and more beneficial. You're going to be able to speak to people in a way that makes them feel seen and heard and makes them want to grow. Now, remember, that doesn't mean that everyone's going to receive your message right away. That means you're going to have some uncomfortable conversations that people are not ready to hear. It's not your job to prepare them. It's not your job to prepare them. It's not your job to sugarcoat shit for them. It's not your job to like really babysit them with these things. It's up to you to give the message and let them apply it however they need to. Same thing, like what I'm telling you, with consulting, with connecting with people, with all the things. It's not your job to run with these ideas for them or run with these visions you see for them. It's your job to give that to them and let them shape and mold it into what they're supposed to shape and mold it into. You're not doing the job for them. When you do the job for them, you enable them. You keep them from from tapping into the skills that they already have, right? And when they tap into those skills on their own, they're able to develop that confidence and they're able to grow in their own self-love and run with it. So let's not enable this year. Let's not enable them, and let's not keep ourselves by shrinking ourselves into these roles to where we're working for people instead of working with people to elevate. This is going to be an amazing year. You are doing amazing things, and I love you, and I'm proud of you. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful that I regained you because I lost you. And I don't know when I lost you, but I remember that every time I found you, I was happy to regain you, but I wasn't willing to keep you because I wanted someone outside of myself, someone outside of me. And you're inside of me. You're within me. You are me. I am you. And so I was willing to give you up so that I can have someone physical that I can spend time with, someone that I can gain love outside of myself, attention, nurturing. And so I let you go. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. But I'm consistent in the fact that I won't do that anymore. And anytime I feel myself beginning to shrink, I'm grateful that you remind me to be big and be bold and to be beautiful and to be true to myself, and that these people are not worth it. If I have to shrink to be in their life, they are not worth it. And sometimes they don't even ask me to shrink. I shrink because I can sense them being uncomfortable with me, but that is not the proper way to utilize my gift. Just because I can see why they are intimidated, or I can see why they're hurting because of their own insecurities or their own shortcomings, doesn't mean that I am required to shrink down and be somebody else and lose myself. I worked hard to get you back, and I'm not going to fucking let you go. I'm not letting you go. I love you so much. I love you so much, and you have changed my life tremendously. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this shit without you. I would only get so far, and that's why I have only gotten so far, because I let you go. I hid you away. I tucked you away. You were behind walls and walls and walls. And now here you are. I can see you. I can connect with you. And like I said, we're just scratching the surface. So my goodness. I'm excited to fall deeper in love with you. I am. I really am. I'm going to go now because I can spend all day with you. I'm going to go because I need to eat, and I need to do some things that are going to get us closer to our dream. Some things that are going to elevate us. Some things that are going to get us to reaching those 22K followers across the board. Some of those things that are going to get us the 18K monthly consistently. Some of the things that are going to get us to that demi-celebrity realm. It's time for me to get to work, but I love you, and you are always on my mind.